Fire and Ice, When Hell Freezes Over, issue number 1. That's right, folks. In this new all-in era of DC, we are returning to the world of Fire and Ice. They had a mini-series a couple years ago, which was a fine book. I think for some reason it was controversial. I think because it was self-aware and making jokes that a lot of male comic book readers don't really want to talk about or discuss. But I think that book has a place in DC's history, and I think these characters are important, so I'm not against that. I thought the book was pretty good, kind of funny, kind of some stuff that wrapped up pretty easily, but it's a comedy book. It's a comedy book. Please understand, it's a comedy. These women make bad decisions. And if you know the events of, I think it's the All-In tie-in, or they revealed it in Justice League Unlimited, one of those, Fire and Ice switched powers. So that's pretty scary. How's that going to work for them? I guess we'll find out. We get into this book, and we open it like we opened up the last miniseries. A building's on fire. And this time it is because of Tora, because she can't control her fire powers. So they try to use B to put it out, and she's like, well, I guess I can do it. Not really working. So Elrond shows up with a fire extinguisher. He's the little robot. We get like a little bit of a history if you haven't read the previous one. There's Tamarind. It's who they're living with. She owns like a hairdresser place. She's dating Honey. She's got powers of persuasion. Superman's mom, Martha Kent, is in this book. Linka, the young sister of Gorilla Grodd, is here. And then the Charlie is just like a hot hunk who runs a bar. So they go inside the hairdresser that was on fire, and there's like, man, this is hard. I don't know how we use these powers. And Tamarind just has no time for their bullshit. She's like, come on. Like, you guys, you're doing the same thing, but now it's like different stuff. It can't be that complicated. It's not easy, and B's getting mad that she's taking it so simply. Like, no, this isn't easy for us. You don't understand how much of a change it is to be in these different settings. It's hard. And I think that would be real if you had like your whole life being destined, you control snow, and then suddenly you have to like make fire. That's weird. That doesn't feel normal. So Honey, who's like working at the hairdresser now because she's dating Tamarind, she's like, why don't you guys like get out for a bit and just like ease up and maybe change things for a minute. So that's what we're going to do. We'll get out of the house. And Tora goes to visit Martha, who is, I guess, working with Ted Core to build a casino in New Kui, which is like a new tropical region that's built in the middle of Smallville. Or next to Smallville. It's in Kansas somewhere. So they're building a casino there. And Martha's like, hey, nice to see you. I'm glad to see you guys are getting on. This Martha rocks. Like, this is a Martha that is established in a big DC universe who knows that her son is Superman and is like, you have friends all over the place. It's kind of cool. So she's making jokes about B getting cold feet now that she has ice powers. And there's a lot of her trying to ask Tora if she's doing okay. Because she keeps hearing, you know, B's this, B's that. How are you doing? And as Tora tries to like heat up one of her cups, just to, you know, make her coffee a little more hot, she's like, okay, I'm freaking out. I hate this. I'm so used to having ice powers. None of this is working for me. I used to have powers that could like help people. I don't know how to use these. I'm really afraid I'm going to hurt somebody because I don't know how to control fire. Which, relatable. We then go to Poor Decisions, the bar owned by Charlie, because B's, you know, she's going to hurt someone too, herself, because she needs a freaking drink. So she's flirting with him, getting in there. They're just going to have some drinks. She's kind of like wondering why Linka's working at the bar because she's not 18. Like, well, whatever. It's a monkey. It doesn't really matter. Normal rules don't apply. We then cut back to the hair salon where this new guy shows up. His name's Mo. He is the brother of like a villain we saw in the previous arc. He was the guy that had 2 brains in his butt. Well, he's got a brother who... This scene's obviously like a plant to go somewhere else because this character kind of sucks. But Mo, he's like, yeah, I just came here. My brother like loved this place and it's like really cool. And I just like supporting local businesses and like diverse people and stuff. So he takes like a selfie with Tamarind, and she's upset because he's doing like hashtag Black Lives Matter, Black Girl Magic, just being like really weird. And he's like, nah, don't worry, man. I'm an ally. I love places like this. We got to support like black women and stuff. And it's really cool. And she's like, what? Would you quit like labeling me as something so you have like a weird status symbol of your wokeness? And he's like, no, dude, I'm an ally. I don't even date white women. She's like, just get out. Please, I don't need this shit here. So here's a new problem that's walking through the streets of New Kui. Just this insane man, this asshole man who's like got a weird, stick up his butt about being woke and righteous and just falsehoods about it. It's so weird. So it's the next morning and they're just all having breakfast together. Just we had a weird day. Things weren't going the way we wanted to. Let's calm down and try to set ourselves up. We got to go help Martha set up at the fundraiser that's coming up so we can get more financing for the casino. But B's like, actually, I have other plans in place for us. I called Zatanna and Canary and Dr. Light, and we're going to go have a girls' night, and we're going to go do karaoke and drink at the bar. So don't forget it's a comedy book, okay? I don't think Black Canary sings once in this book, except maybe in the group sequence. But the entire time that Zatanna's there, her and her little cousin, her young cousin, are singing songs about magic. It's kind of funny. It's a pretty good joke. I don't know. It's all right. And everyone's just doing this silly stuff. There's a scene where Linka and Tamarin and Martha are talking about this weird guy Mo that showed up and how he came to Martha and asked if he could be the social media manager for the development they're doing. And he wanted to talk to Linka about close-up magic for 2 hours, and everything's just in a weird space. No one's really happy. This weird guy's here. We do get a nice moment where B and Tora are finally talking to each other. Just this feels good. It feels nice that we're here, we're together, we're comfortable, everything's going good. I like it. They're just comfortable, supporting each other. And then Linka shows up hey, can you get the magic people to stop singing? Martha and I want to do a duet of Gangster's Paradise, which is awesome. That's funny. It's well, they've booked the next 8 songs. What songs did Zatanna book? Black Magic Woman, I Put a Spell on You, This Magic Moment. And she's fine, annoying, this sucks. Everyone's a little bit tipsy, having a good time, having fun. Zatanna's Tora, come on, come sing with us. She's nah, I don't want it. It's come on, you can sing, get up there and sing. It's okay. So the girls start singing. Everyone's having a good time. You see that B is kind of she's singing to herself, and then she's looking through a magic hat that either Zach, which is the cousin of Zatanna, or Zatanna left, probably Z. So she's pulling out random props ew, gross, that's weird. And then, everyone's having a good time, and she pulls out a monkey's paw. And you're uh-oh. She takes the bracelet off of it too. It's oh, that's not good. And Z's well, what are you doing in that hat? And it's oh, a monkey's paw. So that's easy. And she's okay, I wish Tor and I had our correct powers again. And they're no, why did you do that? No. And everyone's should we stop her? No, it's too late. B already did the stupid thing. This entire sequence, even in the past arc 2, which was the Welcome to Smallville arc, B's character is the failed millennial who couldn't start up and go anywhere, so she's kind of bitter that this is what the world's resigned her to, and now the one thing she had she doesn't have anymore. So yeah, I think it's very in character that B would do something like this. Just get really uncomfortable. I think it's kind of funny. So the room around them starts to spin. Everyone's flying away. And she wakes up and things are normal. Zatanna gets mad at her. She's I'm sorry, okay? I'm getting real sick of everything going on. I'm not happy. I've become another liability. I don't like it. I can't do it. So she wants to throw fire at her. It's still ice. So well, that didn't work. So B's ugh, I'm done. I'm leaving. Thanks for showing up, everybody. I can't do this. So she storms out, and Charlie goes with her just to help out, just calm her down, because they're kind of flirty and dating together. So yeah, that works for me. I think it's very much this book should be B does something crazy, and then the two of them team up to deal with it. I think that's exactly what this book should be. So we cut to the next morning. Charlie's in bed with B. He wakes up. I know you seem to blow off some steam and you're just using me for my body, but I'm not upset about that. I'm okay. We can take things as slow as you want. I'm comfortable with what we're doing. And then he turns over and sees it's Tora's face. He's what? And she's what? Whoa! And jumps out of bed whoa, what's wrong? What? Tora, what? And she's I look like Tora? He's what, you're not Tora? No, I'm not Tora. And you know it's not Tora because she's wearing a green bra. And you're like, oh, that's weird. And she's like, oh, these are nice, not too shabby. Nice big little boobies. Like, what? So then we cut to see what Tora's doing, and she's in Bee's body. And I just love, like, the contrast in what they wear to bed. Bee's wearing a bra and her panties, and just a nice little knitted big long outfit for Tora, and she wakes up and everything's on fire because they Freaky Friday'd themselves. The bodies have the correct powers, but now they are the opposite person. And that's where the book ends. Look, it's fun. I think it works really well. It's a fun little joke. It's a comedy book, and if you can't handle that, I understand. You don't like women having fun. But even saying that, I don't think the jokes are going to work for everybody. It works for me because this is the type of just like comic book humor I enjoy. Like a 3-panel setup. That's what it feels like. Jokes on a specific row. If we have like 3 panels on one row, that's where the joke goes. And I think that works really well for a book like this. There is room for it in DC. I like the Black Canary and Zatanna and Dr. Light cameos. I do like the fire and ice dynamic, so I'm all in. I'm all in again. I know that's what this arc of DC is called, but I'm satisfied with what we're seeing here. I'm going to continue reading it. I dig it. So, Fire and Ice When Hell Freezes Over, issue number 1. I am going to give an 8 out of 10. Now, thank you all for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And of course, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.